Hi there everyone, this is Laurie of your Empress Energy. I'm coming to you today to do a Starseed Oracle reading for you. I'm going to do this weekly. I think I'm going to have it out every Sunday. You can check the video description box with a new updated calendar of all the new readings that I'll be doing. There will be a new type of reading every day of the week. So even if it's not your sign, these other readings will be for all signs. So you'll have something to do every day if you come back to my channel. So I hope you enjoy. Please feel free to leave me a comment under any video that you see. I would always love to hear your opinion, get your feedback on the channel. All right, let me go ahead and cut this deck. And like I said, this is a Starseed Oracle message deck. And the first message is Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. Called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And one more. Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Beautiful. Now I will read you the messages, the oracle messages, for each of these cards. These are from Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork is done by Danielle Noel, the Starseed Oracle. Okay, so Lost Lands says, let's see if I can find the right page here, page 90. This message says, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. I think that's supposed to be hints. Perhaps the intuitive hints and ideas that you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experienced them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exist within you, and through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. Starseed activation says to place this card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from long lifetimes past. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. All right, let's see what card tells us. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, had a good week. Okay, the Starseed message called says soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. You came to Earth with a double mission, to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling unprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap and consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this particular moment right here for lifetimes. The Starseed activation on this card states, I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all of my lifetimes. I am ready to embody them all now, without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. Beautiful message. Let's see what Earth tells us. Page 62. Excuse me. It says, learning to be human in the world, but not of it. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world, but not of it. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence with an A. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They're envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars rather than on earth. Those who tend toward immanence have attached themselves more to earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul, having a human experience, means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence. Being in the world, but not of it. Most starseeds are drawn toward transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels and the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth, and you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world. To learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. Starseed Soul Inquiry says, do you tend to long for the stars or be more in the physical world? How can you find greater balance between the two? Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what Child of the Cosmos is. Okay, I don't know what's got my throat chakra all locked up all of a sudden. Child of the Cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. There's a mysterious force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and season when to come and go. That intelligence is within you too. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there well beyond your last. It's the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender to it. Because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will, it's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from this pulse of life and fall into the pattern of believing that we're separate or feeling that we need to go it alone. We can feel isolated and as if we need to figure things out for ourselves, to rely on our own strength only. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells, to remember that you are a precious child of a loving, gentle universe, that you have access to all of the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities there ever were, are, or will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you do too. Your starseed soul inquiry for this one is, excuse me, how can you surrender more deeply to the intelligent flow of life? All right, my star seeds, I hope you've enjoyed this reading for today and use these messages as guidance throughout your week. I will see you again next Sunday. Until then, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Take care.